All right, what's going on, my Cardano fam? We are live. In today's Twitter space, I have with me the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Cardano Slim from Stripper Coin. He's here to give us a little breakdown of what he has going on with the
Hello.
project. So, Slim, what's going on?
Hey, not much. Just happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Appreciate the platform to be able to talk and just kind of let people know about the project.
Absolutely, we appreciate you for coming on. So, for those who don't know, just give us a little bit of background about yourself, how you got started in crypto, and how'd you find out about Cardano?
Sure. Well, a little bit of background about myself. I've been a IT systems engineer now for about 23 years. So I've always been around the IT world. Interested in new technology and things that are kind of just coming out and making waves. And I've always been interested in trying to find and build my own thing in a new space. When you can still define the boundaries, you can help set the standards rather than having to fill into other people's standards. I've always been interested in trying to break the mold and make my own. So about a little over a year ago, year and a half, maybe two now, my I was we were having a kid. So I'm starting to look more into new technologies and came across crypto. There were some people that I worked with that were mining it. So I started to look all on the websites and stuff. And I was like, is this like the new stock market? I didn't quite understand what was going on.
Hmm.
So I kind of resolved to make sure that, before I started putting money into stuff and putting a lot of my time into it, I would go through, read the white papers as much as I could and understand it, and try to get a feeling of what blockchain I should kind of look at and what it's capable of. So that's really where I started to come across Cardano. I looked into Bitcoin, Ethereum. There seemed to be a lot of stuff going on in Ethereum, and it felt like there were a lot of hacks and stuff going on. But once I read up on Cardano, I understood their formal methods, and then the icing on the top was just having the guy who helped create it be out there public talking about things. You get a feeling for his personality, for kind of how he works, and you add all those things together, and for me it was an obvious no-brainer to go over and learn about Cardano. So I started to get interested in the NFT market because that was just starting to be launched on Cardano. I think maybe like 3 or 4 months after I started really researching Cardano is when NFTs began to mint. I came across a tool that one of the prolific people in the community had built, Fred from Tailspool, and I started playing around with it, minting things, and I was like, oh wow, this is really neat. So we connected, and at one point, I just really got hooked on Cardano. I felt like, hey, let's do something here. I started to get in touch with some artists to see if they wanted to mint their stuff, and
Hmm.
man, I've been over here since.
That's what's up, man. So I will say that your NFT is the first NFT that actually made me see that okay, NFTs can be more than just a still picture. It really opened my eyes to the market, and it made me really start exploring and just expanding my knowledge about NFTs in general.
Yeah, they can be a whole lot, and I see them in the future being, not just these pictures, but being things more like coupons, access keys, and all those kinds of things, because you've got the unique identifier behind them. So.
Absolutely. So tell us about Stripper Coin. Tell us about the project. What is Stripper Coin?
Well, at the beginning, Stripper Coin was just a joke in an IT office. We were talking about the absurdities in crypto. We thought, hey, look, there's a coin for everything. There's a dog coin. There's a coin for anything that comes around. So we were just joking. And one of my coworkers frequents a strip club a lot, and he had actually married one of them. So we were joking. I was like, hey, we need to get that coin for the strippers. I went home. I started talking about it with my wife, and she was like, I could actually see that working. And besides her blessing, saying, hey, go ahead and do this stripper coin thing. Happy wife, happy life. That's always a positive thing.
Absolutely.
It actually started to crystallize in my mind that this is something that I could actually do. At the beginning, like I said, it was just a joke, and we started off with the meme angle because
Okay.
we figured, this is fun, it's entertaining, and at the very least, that's where we can take it. And if there's more interest, we'll see how much further we can take it beyond that. So after talking with my wife that night, I went home. I minted the actual stripper coins through the tool I told you about before from the tail stake pool, and I just kind of held on to them for a while and sent them to friends as jokes. And at some point, it began to, people were interested in it. We ramped up a faucet. People started tapping it to get their coins. And at that point, I was like, okay, I think we need to write a white paper, ramp it up, and see where we can take it next beyond just the meme world, just where it's like, oh, hey, funny strippers of memes. Let's post funny things. So that's kind of where it crystallized into more of an idea of being able to partner with strip clubs, and then connect them into the metaverse. Now, I don't want to lean too heavily on the metaverse side because that's all still in the works. That's all still being built. So for
Hmm.
me, the important part is building the brand that can then, partner with strip clubs, partner with cam sites and cam girls. So
Okay.
that's really where we want to head. Be a tipping mechanism that the clubs can use for merchandise. They can, our NFTs could be used to get into private rooms. They could also be used for discounts getting into the club. I mean, it's almost unlimited.
Absolutely.
So, that's really where we saw it. And at the time, the pandemic was in full swing and these clubs were hurting, which ultimately I'm not as worried about that as I am as the performers hurting because they're the ones that are doing the work. That's who people are coming to see. The club's just the atmosphere in the end.
Hmm.
So it to me, I saw, hey, this could actually be a new revenue model. This could be a way that these clubs can reach out to a worldwide audience, and especially if this metaverse piece ends up falling into place and everything works well. And I mean, somebody's gonna get it working well. You can then actually go into one of these metaverse clubs and almost feel like you're at that club in VR watching the girl dance. You know,
Absolutely.
so there's so many places that we can take this. I'm the type of person, I like to build step by step. I don't want to promise too much up front. Yeah, I'm saying that all these things are on our plate, but I like to take it one step at a time. Make sure that it's a firm step. Make sure that we can do the things. So I do see lots of technological um, hurdles that we're going to have to overcome,
Hmm.
but none of them that I've looked at so far are impossible. So that really has me stoked about all of this.
Nice. So, just to give the listeners a little clearer understanding, explain to us what is house money and how will stripper coin kind of replace house money?
Well, house money is kind of where you come into the club, you purchase their dollar bills. It could be blue money. Almost a lot of times it'll look like Monopoly money, or they'll give you credits. So we're looking at potentially replacing that. Now, house money, it can take different forms in different clubs and stuff because it's their money, it's their way of commerce internally.
Hmm.
So we kind of hope to be able to do something like that, where when you come in, you can tip a girl with a QR code, because you've already purchased the coins up front. You've got the money for that club. Now that money wouldn't only be good at that one club because we would have partners with other clubs, and that's really where it's an improvement on the house money part. Because right
Okay.
now you get house money at one club and you can't go to another and spend it. So whatever you bought right then, if you don't tip it all at that point, you got to come back to that club to spend it. So it would be more of a in-house money that would be able to be used at our partner clubs.
Okay. Nice. That use case right there. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you can actually use it at more than one club. So yeah,
Yeah,
that definitely opens the door for a lot of things.
yeah.
So, tell us how did you get involved with drip drops?
I filled out their form right when they released it. and I guess I was just one of the first tokens that applied to get it done, to get my token on there. And the funniness of the concept. I think it's Elon Musk is famously quoted as saying the most entertaining outcome is the most likely outcome. And I think that's kind of where stripper coin fit in there. Is it was entertaining to the drip drops guys.
Mhm.
And they were like, hey, let's definitely make sure we get this token on there. Aside from just being one of the first applicants.
All right, nice, nice. So, let's see here. As far as the NFT goes, can you tell people what is NSFW?
NSFW is not safe for work. So don't open it at work. And if you can, if you're in an area that you couldn't do other things like you couldn't do at work, this probably what we're doing probably isn't appropriate for those areas.
Okay.
Explicit content type stuff.
All right, all right. You know what? I never really knew that they had not safe for work NFTs until I actually was trying to buy the triple coin, and I said, what is this? What does this mean? So that opened my eyes. I said, okay, all right. There's a whole other world out here of NFTs that we don't even know about.
Yep. Yeah, and we've actually had with our NFTs. We've tried to do advertising, and even on some of the interviews and shows we go on, we can't show them because they're not like it's not porn or NFTs, but they have nip slips, and they some of them may not have a bra on, and it's
Mhm.
it's actually I've been surprised at some of the pushback. It's through some of the platforms that don't want to show it, which I get. I understand that because they've got kids. It was just something I hadn't thought about before.
Mhm. Well, I'm glad they actually made that category. That definitely is a useful thing.
Yeah, yeah, and we plan once we start like partnering with clubs and have girls come on that we'll have NFTs of these real girls, and there's a bunch of cool things that we can do with them where they actually strip in the NFT, as you pay certain levels or as you do certain things or accrue other NFTs. So that's some stuff that we're exploring as well. We're bringing on an ambassador. I've been talking with her now for about a month, and I actually have a meeting with her right after this. But she'll probably be the first girl that we do like a live NFT of that's not safe for work.
Okay, nice. So, I guess give us an update on the roadmap. Where are we going from here?
Cool, man. Where are we going from here? Well, right now, we're working on our second set of box girls. We're bringing on our ambassador, and we do have like a DApp web site in development. Right now, I don't exactly know where where we're gonna fit in there yet because we've got a lot of moving pieces with it. We've got one developer, and I think it's going a little bit slower than what I would like. So, that's actually one thing I do want to mention here. If anybody knows any front end developers that can, do contracts and things, I would be interested in talking and bringing somebody else onto the team. So that is something that I'd be interested to do. But on our roadmap, I think we're right on target with most of it. Um, I should have brought. I think I have it up on the computer here right now. But yeah, we're moving along good. I think the ambassador is really one of the next steps because then we got the girl on board. She's interacting with the community. We're producing NFTs of her, and then she can kind of bring in other clubs and things.
Nice. So, for the listeners out there, where can they buy the NFTs?
The NFTs are mostly available at jpeg.store right now. So that's probably the best place to buy them. Um, when we release our second set, we'll be doing it through our website, so it'll be a direct mint. We won't be releasing them right onto the marketplace. So you do have the ability to scoop it up there before everybody else gets to it because jpeg.store has a lot more eyes on it than our website. So you do have the opportunity to pick up a bunch when you mint them directly through our website.
All right, cool. And as far as stripper coin, the actual token itself, what exchanges can the people find that on?
Sure. So right now we've got liquidity pools open on MinSwap and Sunday Swap. So you could also go to Muesli Swap to pick it up because I think they actually read off of both of them now. So you can go to those three places to pick it up.
All right, nice. And for the OG coin holders, like myself, I have a few strip coins that I didn't get converted over to the new version. Is there a way that can be done, or those coins are pretty much gone?
No, yeah, definitely. Just reach out to me. You can either DM us through our Twitter account, or you can pop into the Discord, and I'll reply to you there and just work with you to get those replaced. That's not a big deal. I'll definitely do that for anybody who's an OG holder.
All right, great. I got a few in my bag that I was like, damn, I don't know how to change them over. So I'm gonna definitely hit you up about that. And final question for the listeners out there, men and women, how can they get involved?
Well, if you want to get involved, it depends at what level. If you want to help us develop some cool things, all of it's gonna just be reaching out to me. You can also get a hold of me at slim@strippercoin.io. We do have our email set up and stuff, or you can just DM me through Twitter or Discord. But if you're looking to get involved on the performer side, reach out to me in the same way. Really, anywhere that you think you could be useful. We're still a small team, and I do think that this is something that can be really big. We would have to get the right team in place. So I'm always looking for people who are ambitious. I mean, I'll mention one thing here. I did have a guy reach out to me, and this was right at the beginning of our faucet. He helped me straighten a lot of things out, and he's now our community manager. He's been paid. I bought him a laptop. So we do work with people who show ambition and want to help the project out. So just reach out to me.
All right, that's what's up. Well, Slim, I appreciate you for coming on. This was a great space. And yeah, man, I'll definitely be talking to you, trying to change over them OG coins,
All right. Yes. Thank you for having me, and thank you everybody for coming to listen. Do we want to take any questions? I don't know if anybody, nobody has their hand up here, but I'm totally cool with answering questions that anybody does have.
Do I have any requests?
Well, while we're waiting, one thing I didn't mention yet is we've been producing some music. So I don't know if anybody in here has heard our music. You can find Feelin' Bullish on Spotify right now. We did not release that one as an NFT, but we are looking to release our next one as an NFT. We're looking to do it in collab with Six City, and then we'll probably also be releasing it in some other fashions as well. So this next one is awesome. We've actually collabed with a girl named Rena, who also sang another crypto song called Crypto Boss. She's from our Greek community. So we'll be dropping that probably here in the next month. So anybody that likes, strip club music, definitely check that out.
Definitely. I'll definitely pick up one of those as soon as it hits. I guess when it comes out next Epoch.
Not next Epoch. We're looking beginning of July. So I want to say it's like around July 9th or 7th, somewhere in there.
Okay, great. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Nobody requested to speak. My bad. Once again, Slim, I appreciate you, brother, and I will be talking to you soon. To all the listeners out there, peace.
All right, thank you.